Very good, I can put it up. I don't have time for that. Nope, I don't have time for that. All right, we have a couple of things we'll review on the board before we get into our lesson for today. All right, so let's look at our numbers up here. I have 68. I want, what's 10 more than 68? 10 more than 68? 78. What's 10 less than 44? We're going to go back 10. 10 less than 44. Kairos? 34. 10 more than 85. 10 more than 85. Asa? 95. And then 10 less than 79. 10 less than 79. We're going back 10. 69. Good. All right, some of our new facts from yesterday. 3 plus 9. Anybody can tell me what's 3 plus 9?
3 plus 9 equals 12.
12. 3 plus 9 is 12. 4 plus 9. What would be 4 plus 9? 4 plus 9.
13.
13. 8 plus 9. You should know this one already. We studied this one. 17. And then 2 plus 9. 2 plus 9.
11.
11. All right, guys. So we're going to start learning what's called comparison symbols. So we are going to take two numbers at a time and we're going to compare the numbers to one another. That's why they're called comparison symbols. What I mean by comparing is we're going to determine if a number is less than, if a number is greater than, or if a number is equal to another number. So we're going to find out if a number is less than, greater than, or equal to. So these are the symbols here, okay? So this is the less than sound. The less than symbol kind of represents like an L. It's going to point to the left, less than. See that? It looks like an L, less than. Then we have the greater than. The greater than symbol points to the right, and it represents greater, more. And then we have the equal sign, which we are familiar with the equal sign already. It's when two numbers are the exact same number, okay? So let me show you what that looks like when we compare it, and we're going to use our symbols to compare. So I have 6 and 9. I'm asking, is 6 less than, greater than, or equal to 9? Which one would it be? Is 6 less than, greater than, or equal to 9? Which one?
Less.
Less. So then I will put the less than symbol there. 6 is less than 9. That's what that says. 6 is less than 9.
Because 9 is more than 6.
Yep. So now I have 4. Is 4 less than, greater than, or equal to 4? Would 4 be less than, greater than, or equal to 4?
Greater. Oh, equal.
Equal. Same number. When it's the same number, it's equal. You have 4 and 4. It's the same amount.
Oh.
Equal. Next one, 10. Is it less than, greater than, or equal to 5? 10. Is it less than, greater than, or equal to 5? I was talking to Braylee, but greater than. So we put the greater. 10 is greater than 5. 31. Is it less than, greater than, or equal to 27? 31. Is it less than, greater than, or equal to 27?
Oh, I know this.
Greater. So we put the greater symbol. Greater points to the right. Greater. 19. Is it less than, greater than, or equal to 52? 19. Is it less than, greater than, or equal to 52?
Greater. Less.
Less. Like, what are you doing? 19 is less than 52.
No,
100. Is it less than, greater than, or equal to 100? Equal. Same number. Okay? So that's how we use comparison symbols. We use the symbols to compare numbers to one another, whether the number is less than, greater than, or equal. You always go from your first number and you compare it to the back number. You can't do back to front. It's the front number, you're comparing it to the back number. So go ahead and look at that page in your book. AC, you have that page, 108?
Yes, just look, I put my.
So we'll use some of the symbols. So I have them still up here on the board for you to remember. All right, so we're actually going to shade it in the boxes. So let's look at the first one. It's 2 and 2. It's saying it's 2 less than, greater than, or equal to 2. Let's go ahead and shade in 2 bars. Start from the bottom. Start coloring in from the bottom. So shade in 2 on each side. Okay, we have 2 and 2 shaded in.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to ask, is 2 less than, greater than, or equal to 2? Which one? Tell me.
Equal.
Equal, so put the equal symbol in the circle. 2 is equal to 2, obviously, same number. Next one, we have 4, and we're trying to figure out if it's less than, greater than, or equal to 2. Go ahead and shade them in first.
Equal. Yeah.
Okay, so will 4 be less than or greater than? Less than, greater than, or equal to 2? Greater. So greater symbol points to the right. Greater. So put greater. Stop looking at other people's paper. It's on the board to figure out how to write it. It's pointing to the right. If you know your right or left, you'll know which way to put it. That's less than, that's not greater.
It has the words on it. But that's how you could know it's greater and less.
Okay, next one, 1. Is it 1 less than, greater than, or equal to 3? Go ahead and shade it in, and then we'll discuss it.
Oh.
Okay, so would 1 be less than, greater than, or equal to 4?
Lesser.
Less than. Put the less than symbol in the middle. Oh, 3. It's less than.
Why did I shade all of them? My thought is showing the green. No, quiet. What? I didn't even understand what this even means, you know? This is 1, 3, 2, 4, and 2, 2. This is even in this 2, 4, and 1, 3. One is I 2, 4, 2, 2, 1, 3. 4 is even. Let's check on all of them. 4 even and 1 and 2.
All right, let's go to the back of that same page, guys. Back of the same page.
Now that is a lot of students. This is a lot. We really have to do this much.
Okay, so this is kind of the same. It's just already shaded in for us. We just have to fill in the numbers and the symbol.
This is just a 3. PCA. This is my PCA. I am not doing all this. 3 is 3. I'm just
All right, so let's go ahead and look at the top one. So what are our 2 numbers? How many are shaded in the first box? 3, so put 3 on the line. How many are shaded in the second box? 3. So this asking is 3 greater than, less than, or equal to 3. What would it be? Equal. They're the same exact number, so it will be equal. Next one. How many are shaded in the first box? 5. How many are shaded in the second box?
3.
So it's asking is 5 less than, greater than, or equal to 3?
Greater.
Greater? 5 is bigger than 3. And you can look at it and see that. Greater, so put the greater symbol. Greater symbol points to the right.
I know my right and my left. Right, left. Right, left. Right, left. That's what I do. You be quiet and stay still. Some people always say this is the left and right. You coaching me? Somebody always says, Mr. What I pass?
Okay, and then the last one. How many are shaded on the first box? 2. And then how many are shaded in the last box? 5. So we're asking is 2 less than, greater than, or equal to 5? Less than.
2. So I know my left and my right. Two right and 1 equal. Okay.
Okay, awesome. All right, guys. So that is how we do comparison symbols. You'll start to see this in your book. You use your symbols to figure out to how to compare them, whether it's greater than, less than, or equal. Okay, you can put your math away, get out your letters book.
This is what you have to do it right here.
Please stop calling my name. Thank you. We're on page 80. You can begin. Page 80 in your letters book, and you can get started. I'll give you a few minutes to work on that. Page 80 in your letters book. You remember in writing this week, we are focusing on abbreviating the months of the year. And so I have just a few of them up today. I don't have all 12. Yesterday we practiced them. So today I have a few that I want you to abbreviate. So remember, an abbreviation is a shorter way to write something. It's called an abbreviation. It's a shorter way to write it. And so when we abbreviate the months, it's a shorter way for us to write the names of the months. Does anyone remember how we abbreviate? What do we put? The first what?
3 letters.
Kendall raised her hand. We start with the capital letter, and then what do we put to abbreviate the month? First what? Okay, that's right. We do capitalize the first letter, and then what do we write for the abbreviation?
We put
The first three letters of the word. So capital letter, the first three letters, and what do we put at the end of the abbreviation to show that it's abbreviated? A dot. Okay, so I have 5 months up here. I have December, July, September, February, November. You'll be responsible to write all of them and then abbreviate it. Okay, you can go ahead and begin. Go ahead and go over them. All right, so we have December. How would I abbreviate December? December, Cairo? Dot, capital D-E-C, dot. Good. July, how would I abbreviate July?
Capital J-U-L dot.
Capital J-U-L dot. September, how would I abbreviate September? Capital S-E-P dot. February, how would I abbreviate February?
Capital F-E-L dot.
B, capital F-E-B dot. And November, how would I abbreviate November, Kendall? Capital N-O-V dot. Good. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our phonics lesson. David, chart 11. Braylee, you can do 12. You're gonna do this every recess. Let's do it right there. Let's do this one.
Tell Micah that we're supposed to write it.
You don't need to talk about it nothing. What you need to do is tell yourself that you need to listen and stop talking. Okay? That's the problem. You always want to tell somebody what they need to do, but you never telling yourself what you need to do. That don't make sense. All right, let's go ahead and look at chart 11. All right, let's begin. O says elbow. Says banana. C says in city. A U says off in faucet. A W says off in sock. EA says EA says in bread. EA says A in stage. IE says E in brownie. EY says E in key. EY says A in obey. PH says in phone. CH says in chorus. OUGHT says ought in thought. AUGHT says ought in caught. G says in giant. DGE says in fudge. What?
Say no.
3.
Nope.
Adverbs, not adjectives. All right, chart 12 after me. A says in a sleep.
A says in a sleep.
AL says all and also.
And L says all and also.
BE says B and because.
BE says B and because.
EN says in and enjoy.
EN says and enjoy.
UN says un and unbutton.
UN says unbutton.
WR says rr and wrinkle. OULD says ud and could.
And could.
AIR says air and hair.
Air and hair.
U says and push.
And push.
OUGH says up and enough.
L-U-T says up in
OU says in country.
you says in country.
ARR says air in carry.
In carry.
IRE says ire in fire.
AIE says iron and fire. Going back to my books. Right here.
All right. Okay, so guys, if you remember on chart 12, the first 5 sounds I told you guys are prefixes. They're similar to suffixes, it's just a little different. So prefixes go at the beginning of a root word. Remember, suffixes will go at the end, but prefixes will go at the beginning of a root word. So we did A that says yesterday. So we mark it the same way. We circle the prefix, we underline the root word. Today we're going to cover AL, all, like in also, and BEB, like in because. So our first word, of course, we're going to circle prefix A, and underline root word wake. The word is wake. Next we have prefix AL, all, and root word so. The word is also. Next we have prefix be and root word hind. The word is behind. Next one we have AL, all, prefix and root word wave. The word is always. Next prefix be, root word come. The word is come. And then prefix AL, all, and root word most. The word is
Almost.
Okay, so this is how we mark prefixes. It's the same way as suffixes, except for prefix goes at the beginning of a root word. And remember, in order to have a prefix, you have to have a root word. If you don't have a root word, it cannot be a prefix. All right, so let's go ahead and review ABC order, and then we'll learn something new about ABC order on today. So remember, guys, when we want to put words in alphabetical order, in order of the ABC, what letter do we focus on?
The first letter.
So that will be R, there will be C and D, and then we just go in order of the alphabet. So do we have A?
No.
Nope. B?
No.
C?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Flat will be number 1. D?
No.
2.
Yes.
And obviously run will be 3. So that's pretty easy to put it in ABC order. When we see it like this, we go through the alphabet and we place it in order. But sometimes we'll have a list of words, and if you look at these 3, they all start with what? B. So it'll kind of be hard to put these in ABC order when they all start with the letter B. So guys, sometimes you'll run across words where they all have the same letter. I'll show you what to do because there's still a way to put it in ABC order. What you do is you focus on the second letter.
I know.
If they all start with the same first letter, you don't look at the first letter, you then go to the second letter. That's only when they start with the same letter. If they don't start with the same letter, you look at the first one, okay? But when all the first letters are the same, you look at the second, and that's how you'll put them in order. So we have E, A, and O. So let's begin. First letter is A. Any of the words have A? That means bat would be number 1. Let's keep going. B, and the B's?
Yes.
We do have a B, but are we looking at the B? No. So C,
No.
D,
No.
E,
Yes.
bed. So that means bed will be second, and then the last one would be box. So whenever your words start with the same letter, you go to the second letter and you put them in ABC order based upon the second letter. Let's look at another example. I have mud, mix, and mop. They all start with what? So do I look at the M?
No.
So we're going to skip the M, and I go to the second letter. U, I, and O. Let's put them in order. Do we have an A?
No.
B?
No.
C?
No.
D?
No.
E? F?
No.
G?
No.
H?
No.
I?
Yes.
I
Yes.
be mix. Number 1. Let's keep going. J?
No.
K?
No.
L? M? No. N? O?
No. Yes.
So mop would be number 2, and then number 3 would be mud. So that's how we put words in ABC order that have the same first letter. We go to the second letter, okay? All right, the last thing I want to do is add suffixes here. So I have find. If I add suffix er, what will it become?
Finder.
Finder. How would we write it?
F-I-N-D-E-R.
Yes, we do not double because IND is a special sound, so we just add the suffix ER. Look, let's turn it into looking. How would I write looking?
L-O-O-K.
Again, we don't double because that's a special sound, so we don't double the K. Bake, turn it into baked. ED, how do we write it?
B-A-K-E.
B-A-K-E-D. We drop this E, but we add suffix ED. And then we have dig. Let's turn it into digging. How would I write digging?
Digging. D-A-G-I-G-I-N.
Some people do. We double. Some people do to double. It's a yeah, it is GG. This is a sharp vowel consonant. We double that G. Digging. All right, good. All right, guys. So that's it for our morning Zoom. Ace, I'll see you this afternoon, okay?
Okay.
Bye-bye.